Without knowledge, action is useless, and people perish because of the lack of it. This is the breakdown of the statement of Alh Sanni, the chairman of Oyo State Muslim Community, who believes that ignorance is not a simple lack of knowledge, but an active aversion to knowledge, the refusal to know, issuing from cowardice, pride, or laziness of mind. Alh Sanni, co-chairman of Inter-Religious Dialogue Forum for Peace in Nigeria and a member of the General Purpose Committee of the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, has much to say about the loss of knowledge in Islam and how the lack of knowledge of some Muslims is obstructing their vision for the truth and affecting their actions, especially on the coronavirus pandemic.
Islam, we always tell people, it's not a religion, it's a perfect way of life, universal way of life, comprehensive way of life. A lot of Muslims are not educated enough to know practically everything about their religion. It's one aspect that they know now. The fact that God says the whole land in the world is a mosque. And that in the time of the Holy Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu, when there was a pandemic like this, he said people should pray at home. So the government doesn't have to tell us to pray at home. When we want to say, call people to prayer, we say, Hayya ala salat, hayya ala falah. Come to prayer, come to success. The prophet changed it when there was a pandemic. And they say, you should pray at home. That is what the man who is going to say they are done. He will tell you that you should say your prayers at home. Instead of saying, come to the mosque. He now says, pray at home. If there is heavy rainfall, the prophet said, combine your prayers. The Zuhr and the Asri, the early afternoon prayer and the late afternoon prayer, combine it. If it is during the evening prayer and it's Maghrib, you pray the Maghrib, you pray the Isha. This is already in Islam. And when they are talking about people should not move from one town to the other, the prophet said, if there is a pandemic, people within that town should not move out. People from another town should not move into where there is a pandemic.
Similarly, Alh Sanni described rape as evil. He talks about the issue in Oyo State and the step he has taken about it.
According to Islam, if you rape, you are supposed to be castrated. So that the instrument you are using to create anarchy. You know, this thing has gone haywire to the extent that a 1-year-old, 3-year-old have been raped. But in any case, I don't believe that this rape is for fun. Most of them are for ritualistic purposes. But anybody is caught and then you tell him to go through 3 months in jail or whatever, the government is not helping the situation. Everybody that is calling them castrating. So the instrument which he is using to create this problem in the society in which no girl is safe. An adult is not safe. A toddler is not safe. It's crazy. A woman is going out in those days, you leave your daughter with the gate man, you leave your daughter with somebody else. You don't know exactly what is going to happen to your daughter. Look at what is happening in Akinyele local government now. Even I don't want to go to that area at all. It was when this thing happened, we started going to find out what happened. But you also have to warn some of the people who also are allowing these rapists to have an excuse.
Alh Sanni's exposition on the adherence to the rules of government on health and safety and on the well-being of the people truly shows that Islam is truly the religion of peace and human stability. With the leadership and knowledge of Alh Sanni, it is our belief that the stability and growth of Oyo State is guaranteed.
When the government says stay at home, again there's another aspect of it. The Almighty God says in the Quran, Atiullah wa atiu Rasul wa ulil amri minkum. Obey God, obey the prophet and those charged in authority over you. So when the government says don't go to the mosque, you cannot use any means to go and pretend that you want to go to the mosque. Then you are doing something antithetical to the injunction of God, because that government was created by God. Just like God said in the Quran, that every ruler, everybody that has been put in charge of authority, it is with the permission of God. If God doesn't want him there, the next day he will not be there. So when he's there, you have to obey his authority. So nobody can say, government, you have to open the mosque, you have to allow us to go out to. When the government makes a rule, a judicial pronouncement, it is imperative for a Muslim to obey that order.